It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is us since I see you.
Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair review. And today's crochet hair is the YWigs Body Wave Human Hair Crochet. Now, if you're not familiar with my crochet hair series, hi, welcome, subscribe, join the family. But this is a review. This is not an install, tutorial, DIY, nor did it say that in the title or the thumbnail. It was very clear. It is a review, and what a review is for my channel is, yes, it's talkative, but I'm coming on here first with my first day thoughts of a crochet hair, meaning minutes after install, I come and tell you how it looks on the first day, overall how long it took, what my braid pattern was, and overall just my first day impressions of said hair. Then I mosey on down to 1 week wearing the hair and tell you has it gone uphill or downhill in the course of that week and what my nighttime routine has been like with that hair over that week. Then I come on the final day of me wearing said hair, whether it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, on the literal last day that hair will be in my head, I come on here and tell you overall has it gone really uphill or downhill over the course of that wear, whether I think it's water friendly, whether I think it's active friendly, and overall whether I recommend you try said hair. Now there are timestamps down below for those who want to skip around and see different parts of today's video. But if you want to watch the continuous flow, just keep watching to see my day one thoughts on this body wave hair from YWigs.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my day one thoughts on the YWigs Body Wave Human Hair Crochet. Now, like I say in my intro, this is not an install or tutorial. However, I do have one. I'll link it up above. That video was sponsored by YWigs. This video, however, as always, is not. YWigs could care less if I took the hair out after putting it in. In fact, maybe they would prefer it. I don't know. These brands know who Lia Lavon is. When they send me a hair, they know the install is the install, the review is the review, and they're two different things because I need to wear it. An install is always usually good because how the hair gonna be bad one day in, but a review, y'all actually need to see it. I actually get a little annoyed when y'all watch my installs and say I bought the hair. I'm like, okay, y'all didn't want to watch for the review. Okay, if I wear it and it went downhill, can't say I didn't warn you. You took a chance off an install. Me being me, I'm a thorough person. I want to watch the reviews. Thank you guys who checked out that install, but even more so, thank you guys who check out the review because that's what my channel is built off the back of. But if you already caught that install, then everything I'm going to say is going to be a repeat because you see how I'm wearing the same thing. Yeah, you might skip ahead to the first week thoughts if you already caught that install because I'm going to just be giving a high level overview of what I just talked about 1 second ago. So I put this hair in this morning. Took me about 2 hours to install this hair that is 22 inches. It's the body wave hair and it's not in its natural color. If you watch my install, you saw that it is in its natural kind of 1B, 2-ish color when you receive it. However, I, being me and knowing I wanted to have a little bit of leave out, I dyed it the 4RC color by Ion. That is the hair color that matches my actual hair color. I use 4RC to dye my hair, so I'm of course going to use 4RC to dye this hair, and it took color beautifully. I did use a bleach pack. I do think that bleach pack is the extra sauce to get the hair where it needs to be. And then also you have to, of course, do a good deep condition after you apply color because you don't want that color to be harmful, strip, do anything. And I think this hair took color beautifully, and I love the density of this hair. 22 inches, I think it's the longest of the hair type. Like I wanted length. The thing I've been missing, I have not put crochet hair in my head all of 2026. So it's March right now as I'm filming this. January, February, I was doing a silk press. I was in my silk press bag heavy. And the one thing I missed being in my silk press bag was that I didn't get the volume. I ain't got the length or the volume. This was my chance to get both. Now, I went to my girl Kish last night and got my braid down. She hooked the girl up because I just decided I wanted to put this hair in like earlier this week. Like I had no intentions. I was going to do one more week with my silk press, but I just wanted to do. I just needed to free up next weekend. I am going to the Millennium Tour. My next weekend was going to be chaotic. So in 48 hours, I made a braid down appointment, and then I also decided I'm going to install some hair. So this hair, I was happy that I had already pre-dyed it, but it had to be locked and ready to go. Kish did my braid pattern in an hour's time, hour 30's time. I didn't care if I was going to be there all Saturday night. I needed that braid down done so that today on Sunday I could use these 2 hours this morning and put this hair in my head. And this is it. Uncut, unfiltered, unwavered, unchanged. Nothing. I haven't even put any, flat iron, nothing to this hair. This is it. Again, colored. So it's not as if I took it out the pack and put it in my head. I took it out the pack, dyed it, colored it, and put it in my head. I did double knot throughout the install of this hair. I do think with a straighter texture hair, you need to knot it as much as possible because, again, you're probably going to be putting a brush through it a lot more, a comb through it. There's going to be a level of manipulation, and you just want it tugged in there tight. And yeah, I feel very secure. I've taken a brush through it. I think it's locked in there. But again, I do have one additional pack. I used 2 full packs in my head. So on the YWigs site, you can buy, looking at it, as little as 1 bundle, which this is 1 bundle, which is about 50 strands. So 1 bundle has this around it. You get 2 of these, that's 1 pack. You get 3 of these, that's 1.5 pack. You get 4 of these, that's 2. That's how many I have in my head. And then YWigs sent me 2.5. So this is all the hair I have remaining. I do have leave out. And I said in my install video, I used 2 full packs because I wanted a fuller look. Like, I almost was like, if I had to crack this open, I was going to, but I don't feel like I need to. I mean, it's just day one. I might reassess tonight. I might go in the mirror and be like, oh, there's a little gap back there. Let me put a little bit of hair in there. But I feel good as is. But, I still have the comfort of this half pack if I need to. Now, the price of it, 2 packs at 22 inches. Now, this hair comes in multiple lengths. You don't have to get it 22 inches. There's a 14, there's a 16, there's a 18, there's a 20, and there's a 22. I have 22 inches, 2 packs, natural color. That's $284. If you do want to have 2.5 packs, which is about 250 strands, just for, to feel secure. I understand that. $348. I probably would buy 2.5 though. Normally I'm always like, I think you can get away with 2. I think you can get away with 2. I wouldn't probably buy less than 2.5, if I'm speaking frankly. Like, I don't think, even without leave out, I think this is just a hair. And I just wanted a lot of body. I just wanted a lot of body wave. I wanted a lot of fullness with it. So I personally think I would have did 2.5 regardless. But, I have 2 in my head with leave out. Do with that information what you will. The 2 hours it took me to install, you need to keep in mind too. It usually takes me a little less than 2 hours, but I think with it being a straighter hair, I just wanted to make sure, one, I was covering all spaces. I think there's a little bit of leeway you get with a curlier hair with not filling in as much, that I feel like you need to be more mindful about filling in when it's a straighter hair. So I'm also filming too. That's another thing. So keep in mind, I'm filming, it's a straighter hair, 2 hours. It's long, but it's still not even, it just hit 11 o'clock. So it's 11 o'clock. I still have the rest of my Sunday to go get my nails done later. I have my day ahead of me. So it didn't take up too much of my day. Overall, these have been my first day thoughts though. Come back. Well, you don't have to do anything. I'll be here 1 second later. It'll be 1 week's time for me. It'll be 30 seconds for you to share with you guys my 1 week thoughts coming up right now.
Later.
So now coming on here for my 2 weeks thoughts on this hair. Yes, I skipped over week 1. Week 1, I just had a lot going on. I did not want to wake up that morning and film. That's all it came down to. Nothing wrong with the hair, nothing untoward. I just did not want to film last weekend. And I think we're celebrating 10 years. I'm going to keep saying that because this is the 10th year anniversary of this channel. Sometimes I can make decisions that I was in grind. I used to film Saturday, Sunday 10 years ago. Every Saturday, Sunday, get up at 6, 7 a.m., film, and then go to work Monday, Friday, and then film and film. Honey, 1 day a week maybe skip a week sometimes, but the content is still here. I'm not taking this hair out at week 2 either, so there will still be a final thoughts. But there's really not much to report here on week 2. Even still, the only difference between week one, I was really wrapping my hair to go to sleep. So that was my nighttime routine, just a simple, wrapping of the hair. You guys now just how I would do any silk press blowout type of a situation. Then week 2 is when I started actually putting body in the hair a little bit, because just wrapping it doesn't leave it any body. It was plain straight, and although good initially, not what I wanted the long term. So I bought some, what are these, overnight curlers, so where you just kind of roll your hair up in them. You've seen me have overnight curls on my channel before. I've done it with the thing that goes over your head. I just like this one better because I can section off. I have 4 in 4 different sections. You do need to kind of give your hair body at first, or maybe you don't, but with this hair, you do need to kind of give it a curl first with a wand, then actually use the overnight curls. But then after that, every night you should be able just to overnight curls the situation and put this, all throughout your head, and you should be good to go that way. I did wash my leave out. So it's been 2 weeks with this hair in my head. I have not washed the hair itself. I did focus and wash my leave out because my leave out was looking so gunky. I don't know what it was. I did it like midweek too. It was like Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. I washed it because it was just, when you take on more edge control, it can start looking like, it can start looking a little something. So I know at some point I may need to wash the hair itself. It will get to a point, it's human hair. I can't go forever without washing it. It's not synthetic. It's a human's hair, and they're going to be like, as soon it's going to be like, well, what's going on with us? When you going to take care of us? But overall, still enjoying it here during week 2. We'll see how I'm feeling about this hair during its very final day coming up right now.
Later.
So now coming on here for my final thoughts on this YWigs body wave hair. As you can see from the sign, it has been 4 weeks, and I think it's been a pretty good 4 weeks with this hair. It's just time for me to switch it up. I've been doing the straight, and the straight has been straighting. The only thing I'd say I do more, which is not my favorite thing, is I have, had to pull out the heating tools. This is it with wave. More recently, I've been just doing the waver. Not every day, but like if I want something like a little razzle dazzle, at night, what I'll do is I won't even do the roller rods that I was doing at first. I'll just put it in a bun at the top of my head. I'll just put a little top knot, lay it on down, wake up, see what places need a little bit more crimping. So I use the waver or the crimper to give me those in those places, and I'm out the door. However, I don't like to use heat all the time on my hair because my mind, one, I don't use heat a lot on my own hair. That flat iron, that crimper, that curling rod don't get used a lot. So for me, I have to, in the morning, did I turn it off? Did I turn it off? Like, I have to make myself say, I pulled it out. It is off. You can leave, girl. Everything is fine. The house ain't gonna catch on fire. I don't like that feeling because traditionally, you guys know, most of the time it's curly hair. Most of the time it's synthetic hair. Me and straight rarely see each other. And 2, I don't know if you could tell at the top of my head, I burnt myself with that waver. Yeah, I'm just so not used to heating tools. I feel like every time I pull out a heating tool, you guys know on this channel, I'm burning myself because I don't be knowing what's going on, and it's just be a heating tool this, heating tool that. That's not my forte. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but I think this is like the season where we're about to get warmer. Hopefully, we did a spring, and then it said, oh, we gonna switch back and go to 40s and 50s. And now I think we're in a spring. We're going to have a couple of days of high 50s. But I think we're perpetually in spring now. And so it's time for me to retire the straight hair. And we're going to go focused on the curly. We're about to enter my curly season, which you guys know is my favorite season. But overall, this hair, I'd say it's been medium to high maintenance. But most human hair to me is always medium to high. I have not washed this hair. I've washed my leave out because my leave out has been crusty, tusty to the side. I've washed my leave out twice. I haven't washed the hair. I just haven't felt the need to, but you're going to have to watch. If I were to wear it 1 more week, so if I was to go and wear this for 2 months, I wouldn't go 2 months without washing it. I would need to wash it. It's just my patience level. Again, going back to my aforementioned patience, that is just, as I age keeps going down and down. I don't want to Do it. I've done it enough. I watched enough hair. I watched enough human hair on this channel for you guys to have a gauge of what it looked like. You've seen it all before on this channel, but you can wash human hair. You're supposed to wash human hair. I washed this hair before I put it in because I had to dye it. I did, flashing back to day one, I dyed it, so it has been run through the water. Human hair is never going to be low maintenance, in my opinion. Never found one. I don't think you'll find one. As a human being, we have to put maintenance into our hair. This is a human being's hair. They when it was in their head, they had to maintain it too, right? In terms of the active friendliness, I think you could always work out in any human hair. Again, a human being as part of their life would have to work out, and this human would work out in it. You just have to take care of it post the working out. And then in terms of water friendly, I'm filming my water friendly of 2026 hair video right after this. So after I turn this camera off, we're switching gears. We're going into my water friendly list. As you guys know, and as I will say in that video, human hair is not Talia's preference for water situations. I've said it all before. I think we're starting to get it now. I think the comments are getting a little less, and I think my messaging is getting clear. 5 years ago, human, what about human? What about human? Those comments have diminished because I think I've been doing a good job letting y'all know that's not my preference. I've watched other creators where they say they wouldn't swim in synthetic and they only would swim in human. I'm the opposite. So go to them. Who said it? Mary Kay Bella said it in a video. She said, I don't know what it was I was watching, but she was like, I would only swim in a human hair. That's who you would go for to understand the water and human, the marrying of those two. I'm not that person, and that's okay, because you have different channels who can say different things, but neither of us is invalid. It's just our personal preference. My personal preference will never be to take a human to a swimming situation, only because once I dip this in water, I'm not going to be able to go about my day. And I like to be able to go about my thing. I don't want to have to go to the room, get out that blow dryer and start going ham, getting out that straightener, getting out the things, doing a routine. If I'm in a water situation, sometimes I'm just here in my community pool. Sometimes I'm locals. I've gone and took swim lessons here or there. Like my swimming is sometimes here, but sometimes it's on vacation. So that's why my water friendly video is also my vacation friendly video. I don't want human for a vacation. Sorry. It's just the work you're going to have to put into it. I live a 9-to-5 life, and this is a good 9-to-5 hair. It's a good 9-to-5, going out with friends, going out for drinks. Like, this is a good life hair. And I think that's what we need hair for most of the time. 9 times out of 10, our life is lifing. It's not vacationing. And so I think this is a good life hair. Not my strongest performer, wouldn't take it on vacation, but never thought about taking it on vacation. Didn't put it in my head for a vacation type of a thing. But you guys, let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the body wave hair? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? What's your overall opinion? I recommend this hair. I think it was fun. I think it gave what I needed for these last few weeks. Again, I'm all eyes and ears down below in that comment section, as well as while you're down there, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing we do over here on this channel, as well as we want you to have the notification bell on so you don't miss a thing that happens over here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok, which is just Lia Lavon, which is a little bit more shenanigans. I'm getting back to posting soon, so you're going to see more from me there. I took a little sabbatical, took a little pause for the calls, but, back to life, back to reality, back to all the things you guys want to see. So catch me there, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.